main man, DG the Great. Yeah, y'all see it. I'm back again with another video. And today, I'll be dropping my own playoff bracket. After the wild weekend we had this weekend, it's going to be a whole lot of changes. And there's going to be a lot of shakeups in the top 12. Even my first four switched up. And this week, I'm adding the G5 contenders. I forgot to add those guys on last week. So I'm putting the G5 contenders in. And I'm also doing my first four out, which is also known as the FFO, first four out for short. Yeah, man, we had a lot of teams that went down last week that didn't really have no business losing. You had Ohio State going down. You had Miami going down. Clemson, that's a toss-up because at the end of the day, South Carolina was 15 and they ain't no slouch. So I say that's a toss-up. But Miami and Ohio State going down to unranked teams on the last game of the regular season, yeah, that's gonna be tough for them to come back from. But hey, who knows? They might still be alive. Let's see what DG the Great think. And tonight I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna start with the G5 contenders, since those guys are the lowest ranked, and then I'm gonna work my way to the first four out, and then I'm gonna do the top 12, starting from 12 all the way to 1, and that'll be filling out my bracket for the night. So without further ado, here we go. So, for my G5 contenders, I will have my G5 contenders will be Army and UNLV. Those are my G5 contenders that for for this week playoff bracket. Army, as y'all can see, they had a good season this year, and UNLV will be playing in their conference championship. They'll have to play Boise State. So UNLV has a shot at making the playoff. If they can beat Boise State, they might get in. You know, who knows? We'll see what the committee think. You never know what the committee, man. One week they saying one thing, the next week they doing another. So hey, we just have to play it week by week when it comes to the committee. So next up, my first four out. And when I do the first four out, there's no particular ranking. There's no order. Well, you know what? Yes, it is. I'm gonna put these in order. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in order. So my first four out. Coming in at the top spot for first four out. Alright, I got Miami Hurricanes. I got them coming in at that first spot for the first four out. As you all know, they went down to Syracuse this weekend. Yeah, it was another unranked team. I think Miami kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. Like I say, who knows? They might get in the playoffs, man, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Because you got a lot of at-large teams that ain't going to be playing in their conference championship this weekend. They're pretty much already in. So, like, you got teams like Indiana, Notre Dame, Tennessee. Yeah, them guys, they pretty much in the playoffs. They're going to get in. And depending on how these conference championships play out, you know, they might take both of the teams that played in the conference championship. So we'll have to see. So yeah, Miami is my first team. You know, is my first team that's out. Next up, I got South Carolina. That's my next team. Yeah, South Carolina, they beat Clemson, but they got 3 losses. But Clemson, I mean, South Carolina have won. I want to say their last loss was to Alabama. They won the rest of the way. So yeah, man, South Carolina been playing some good ball. They don't knocked off a number 12 Clemson, and I think they knocked off A&M when they was number 6. So they've been playing good ball, man. So hey, we'll see what the committee do. You know, I think we're gonna get a 3-loss team in there. We're gonna see. But hey. So we got a movement, as you can see, when I finish out this first four out. Y'all will see there has been a change with my first four out. But next up, on that list for my next 4 out. I got Ole Miss. They're my they number 3 on that list. Ole Miss had it in the bag. Ole Miss would have had a pretty much an automatic bid to the playoffs, but they went to Gainesville and laid an egg. So now they got 3 losses on the season. Not to mention they got a bad loss on their resume with Kentucky. So you know the committee gonna look at that as well. So we'll see how that play out. But yeah, they went to Gainesville, laid an egg. That put them at 3 losses. So yeah, they on the outside looking in. Um, Kentucky and Florida, for what it's worth, some bad losses. Unranked team, bad losses. They lost to LSU, and I think LSU was like 12 or something. But I don't even think LSU ranked now. So, hey, it is what it is, man. So yeah, Ole Miss is my next team that's on the list, and my last team, far as the first 4 out, will, as you all know, will be Clemson. Even though they playing in a conference championship, they use the backdoor methods thanks to Syracuse. So Clemson to me still is a first 4 out, even though they're playing in their own conference championship. If that makes sense. So yeah, I got Clemson as that 4th team. Um, well, Clemson like they can very well win the conference and make it to the playoffs. They got a shot. But I still got them as the first 4 out. So that for my G5, I got Army and UNLV. First 4 out, the University of Miami, the University of South Carolina, Ole Miss, and Clemson. Those are my first 4 and my G5 contenders. So now let's move to the 12 slot. At number 12, we're gonna have we got Arizona State. Arizona State will be participating in their conference championship this weekend. They will be playing Iowa State. Arizona State is one of them scary teams. Yeah, I think they can get in this playoff there and they can make some noise. Like they really can. They definitely can make some noise. So y'all look out for them Arizona State Sun Devils. They definitely been playing some good ball. They finished strong to finish out the season. Even though they had kicking problem the first year, I don't know if y'all remember, but their head coach was like literally asking, students from the University of Arizona, hey, if you can kick, come on out and try out, we might can use you. Yeah, that's how bad it was for them, far as them getting kicking, having kicking issues and stuff. But it looked like they got all that squared away, man, because as you can see, they definitely playing in the Big 12 championship on Saturday. So yeah, that is my number 11 team, Arizona State, coming in at number 11. Due to the losses that we had 3 teams that fall above them. So y'all already knew they was gonna move up. So coming in at number 11. Had to do it. I gotta put Alabama at number 11. Um, it is what it is. Like that's why I tell people. When you go through the back door, make sure you lock it. I said that's some of that old Southern talk coming out. I'm a real down South Georgia boy. Yeah, man. When you go through the back door, man, if you come through the back door, make sure you lock the back door. Cause when you leave the back door open, when you leave the back door unlocked, things can creep in. And but y'all don't let the Crimson Tide, they in it. Depending on what happened this weekend, yeah, they gonna probably be one of the 3 lost teams that's gonna get in. But as of right now, I have them at number 11. I got them at number 11, man. Like I say, they was 11, they was 13 last week. And like 3 teams lost above them, so I pushed them up to 11. It is what it is, man. You gotta, the other teams didn't handle business, so they leaving room for opportunity. But that's neither here nor there. My number 10 team. I put Indy for short, but as y'all can see, I already know that's Indiana. Indiana went 11-1 this year. A lot of people been giving them slack about their schedule, but at the time when they made that schedule, Washington was ranked, Michigan was ranked, Michigan State wasn't ranked, but it was a tough ball club. Who else they had on that schedule? Of course, they had Ohio State. Ohio State was on so they had about a good 4 or 5 teams that was ranked when they made the schedule. It's not the fault of those teams are boo-boo trash right now. That's not on them. So I'm gonna give them grace. They're not gonna get left out. I mean, they got 11 wins. They're not getting left out. So they're gonna be a 10 seed. Yeah, I got them as my 10 seed. So hey, Indiana coming in at number 10. At number 9. Good old Rocky Top. I got them coming in at number 9. Tennessee. Tennessee Vols, they definitely wouldn't be another team that will be making the playoff. We're getting an extra week of rest. It's for what it's worth. They will be in the playoffs. It is what it is. Yeah. And I'm probably, like I said, I'm gonna get some slack for this that I came up with, and I thought long and hard about it, but this is what I came up with, and yeah. So Tennessee will be your number 9. They will be your 9th seed. Coming in at number 8. This one I'm gonna get some slack at, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Due to what it was ranked at, I don't see them falling far. So, yep. Yep. I got Ohio State at number 8. They was number 2. Yeah, I want to say they was number 2 when they lost. They're not gonna drop them far. The AP poll gonna drop them 5 slots. So yeah, they gonna be somewhere in this area. So I got them at number 8. Yeah, I know I'm probably finna be like, oh, how can you do that, man? I'm going by when I'm doing this list, I'm going by where they ranked at from the previous week and when they lost, and I'm trying to follow the formula that how the AP poll, how the AP poll and the committee pretty much they kind of gauging somewhat. They probably 1 or 2 off, but for the most part they kind of hand in hand. And like I said, they only dropped the AP poll only got them down 5 spots. The college football community, they was number 2, so I expect them to be 8. I don't see them dropping far. That's just what it is. So yeah. At number 7. At number 7, I got my Bulldogs coming in at number 7. Of course, we playing in our conference championship game this weekend against Texas. We'll see how that goes. But right now, if the play was to start today, Georgia will be the 7th seed. And we'll have to take a trip. Well, no, India will have to come to us. So we'll be having a home game. Yep, India will be making a trip down to Athens, where it's hard to win at. So, hey, it is what it is, man. So that's that bracket. So I done got 2 brackets already filled out already. Okay. So we got 2 more to fill out, and and my top 4 gonna be a shake up too. Y'all know who the first 2 is, but my other 2 slots they're gonna be a shake up too. So at number 6. At number 6. At number 6, I got Notre Dame. Notre Dame will be coming in at number 6. By them not being in the conference, the highest they can be ranked is 5. So hey. And the reason why I got them at 5 because they lost to NIU. Because they could have been 5, but the team that I got at 5 only got 1 loss, and they got 1 loss to the currently number 18, which was number 2 at the time when they lost to them. So coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 5. I got them Penn State Nittany Lions. They coming in at number 5. Yep, I got them coming in at number 5. Hell. Once again, they 11-1. They only lost came to Ohio State. Hey, It is what it is, man. This thing Big Ten heavy. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I got Penn State coming in at number 5. James Franklin, he finally gonna look like he gonna crack the playoff. What he gonna do when he get in it? I don't know. That remains to be seen. So yeah, Penn State coming in at number 5. At number 4, I got Boise State coming in at number 4. Boise State will be playing UNLV this weekend in their conference championship. Big Boise State favorite in that one, but UNLV is not no slouch for the level for that group of 5. So Boise State better work. They better be careful. I will say that. Yeah, they will. That's one of them teams that will sneak up on you. And the next thing you know, it's over with. It's pretty much a wrap. So yeah, they better be careful. They definitely better be careful. So at number 3, they made a major jump this week. Major jump. I got Southern Methodist University, aka the Pony Express, have cracked the top 4. They will be appearing at the number 3 on DG's The Great Cloud football playoff bracket for week 15. Due to everything that happened over the weekend, they have cracked the top 3. So I got SMU, aka the Pony Express, making an appearance at number 3. So that was my surprise in the top 3. I had SMU at number 3. And they will be facing them Clemson Tigers in the ACC championship game on Saturday night. So yeah, Clemson can do some things this weekend. SMU can do some things this weekend. They can go on and get in there and knock Clemson off, and then Clemson will be done. So yeah, it's gonna, like I say, the teams, like I said, these first 4 out, they not all the way out of it yet. A lot of things can happen, so we'll see. Of course, coming in at number 2. Got the Texas Longhorns coming in at number 2. They will be facing my Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC championship game on Saturday afternoon. The winner of that game will definitely have the conference champion will definitely have a bye week. This game gonna be tricky though, because if Georgia lose, now we got some things to talk about. But if Georgia win, I feel they're gonna put both of the teams in there. But I'm gonna talk about that after I get done filling out my bracket. And of course, y'all already know who number 1 is. There's no need to even no introduction. Y'all already know who those guys is. That'll be Oregon. And this will complete my college football bracket for 2015. I want to see how close I get it with the committee. So yeah, this is my bracket. Y'all, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me, do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? So now, this is where I feel things can get tricky at. So the SEC championship, you have Georgia and Texas playing in it. If Georgia win the SEC championship, Georgia and Texas going. So that's 2 teams. Big Ten, it don't matter who win that one. Both of those guys are getting in. So that's 4. The ACC, I feel if Clemson win, Clemson and SMU getting in. But if Clemson lose, it'll just be SMU. Of course, they're not putting a 4-loss team in there, so SMU will get in. So I'm gonna just go on with that. I'm gonna say SMU gonna win the ACC. So I got them winning it, and then you have the Big 12 champion, and I feel Arizona State gonna win that one. So that's 6. That's 6 teams. Your at-larges: Tennessee, Indiana, Notre Dame, and Boise State. So those are your at-larges. So according to my bracket, you will have Ohio State and Alabama finishing out those 2. Allegedly. according to my bracket. But I think the committee is gonna hold if it come down to that. I think the committee gonna go to strength of schedule, head to head, in the loss column. And if they do that, the 3 loss teams will not get in. So that'll be Alabama, Ole Miss, South Carolina. Those guys will be out. So you'll have Miami and Ohio State filling those spots. That's what I think they're going to do. Do I think that's what they're going to do? I'm not sure. That's what yeah. So it's 2 spots left. After everything that transpired this weekend, I feel it's going to be 2 spots left. And they're going to have a decision to make. Do you leave a Miami team out that got a prolific offense, but they have questions on the defense? South Carolina is on like a 6-game winning streak. Ole Miss, for what it's worth, they decent, but they got losses to Florida and Kentucky. Kentucky, by the way, being at home. I ain't even gonna mention Clemson. They done. They'll be out of it because I got them losing the ACC. You got Alabama. Their best win is Georgia. They beat Georgia when Georgia was number 2. But they got some ugly losses. They lost to Vanderbilt when they was the number 1 ranked team in the country. Then they went to Norman a couple weeks ago and only kicked the field goal, 24-3. So I don't know how the committee gonna look at that. So yeah, man, that's my take on it. If I was on the committee, I think Ohio State and Miami will fill up my last 2 spots. That'd be my vote. I have Miami and Ohio State filling up those last 2 spots. But hey, that's just me. Like I say, if Alabama wouldn't have lost to Oklahoma, of course I'd have had Alabama in there. But by them having 3 losses and it's coming down to 2 spots, I feel you have to take a record in consideration. And yeah, man, that's tough. So yeah, so this is my bracket. That's my prediction. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments, and hope everybody have enjoy the rest of your night. And when it comes to DG, it's all about them dogs, baby. Go Dogs.